Hello, welcome to my channel.
In today's video, I'll be talking about 7 best movies that I've ever watched. Alright, let's get into it. Overcomer is an American Christian film that tells us about a basketball coach named John Harrison who is asked to coach a cross-country program where he encounters a troubled teen named Hannah Scott. She has asthma, but she is very determined to join the cross-country program. In fact, Hannah is the only one who shows up on the tryout. Hannah lives with her grandma. Her grandma always tells her that both Hannah's parents have passed away. The truth is, her father is still alive. He's now hospitalized and accidentally, Coach Harrison enters the room of Thomas Hill, who is Hannah's father. Thomas is blind due to diabetes complications. He used to be a cross-country runner. Long story short, Hannah learns to forgive his father. Hannah finally wins the state championship with the encouragement and expert coaching of his father. Bean is a British comedy film which was released in 1997. It's about a caretaker named Bean who works at British National Gallery in London. His bosses want to fire him because he sleeps at work all the time. The chairman of the gallery's board defends him, so Bean isn't dismissed but is being sent to America to escort a very famous painting called Whistler's Mother to its new home at Grierson Gallery, Los Angeles. Arriving in America, Bean is being offered an accommodation by David Langley, so Bean stays at David's house. Unfortunately, Bean starts creating problem after problem, which provokes stress as well as laughter. Bean always seems to destroy anything he touches. The main chaos takes place when Bean accidentally sneezes on the famous painting and his sneeze droplets finally ruin it. David, who is the Grierson Gallery's curator, is so stressed out knowing that his career will end up soon if the gallery's board of directors find out about the truth. Bean tries his best to save David's career by secretly replacing the damaged painting with a poster resembling the original version. Pretty Woman is an American romantic film starring Richard Gere as Edward, a rich entrepreneur, and Julia Roberts as Vivian, a beautiful prostitute. The film starts with Edward hiring Vivian for just a few days, but soon they begin to fall in love despite the fact that they come from completely different worlds. Edward treats Vivian like a lady, and Vivian gradually likes him. The romance starts to develop between them. Edward finds it hard to let pretty Vivian go. The ending is so romantic and somewhat like in a very story, where Edward climbs up the fire escape with a rose in his hand trying to woo Vivian. Train to Busan is a South Korean action horror film that tells us about a man and his daughter who are trapped in an express train to Busan along with the other passengers during a zombie outbreak in South Korea. This film is full of suspense and fright since everyone in the train must fight for their survival. Shrek is a DreamWorks animation film that tells us about a grumpy green ogre named Shrek who leads a solitary life in a faraway swamp. One day, his solitude is suddenly disturbed by a group of fairy tale creatures who are banished from their kingdom by the evil Lord Farquaad. In order to get his swamp back, Shrek cuts a deal with Farquaad. He must rescue Princess Fiona from a castle surrounded by lava and guarded by a fire-breathing dragon. Shrek, with the help of his faithful friend Donkey, can finally save Fiona, who is cursed to be an ogre. In the end, Shrek and Fiona fall in love and get married. Karate Kid. This film tells us about a 12-year-old boy named Trey Parker who's just left America and moved to China. There he becomes the center of bullying among his friends. Luckily, he has a good friend named Mei Ying. At school, there is a boy named Chang who doesn't like Dre. Chang is good at karate, while Dre is not. For this reason, Dre wants to learn karate from Mr. Han, a kung fu master. Mr. Han tells Dre that karate is not all about punches and kicks, but rather it's about being calm and self-control. So then Chang invites Dre to fight against him in a karate competition. At first, everyone seems to look down on Dre, fearing that he might be easily beaten by Chang. Finally, Dre can beat Chang out of the blue. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen is an American science fiction film. It tells us about a young man named Sam Witwicky who is packing to go to college but then caught in the war between two factions of alien robots, the Autobots and the Decepticons. Sam, along with his girlfriend Mikaela and his guardian Bumblebee, join the battle to save the Earth from the Fallen, the evil leader of Decepticons. The Autobots, under the order of Optimus Prime and supported by the US military, are assigned to eradicate the Decepticons anywhere on the globe. The Fallen instructs Megatron to kill Optimus and capture Sam because Sam has the knowledge that can lead the Decepticons to the metric of leadership, the key to activate the Star Harvester, a machine that can destroy the sun and all life on Earth.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.